I'm going to teach you some forbidden knowledge. How to make somebody obsessed with you. I'm warning you, they won't stop thinking about you if you do this. So think this through if this is something you actually want to do or not. The world does not want you to know that this type of stuff is possible, but it's what it is. I can't explain why it happens. I can't explain the mechanics behind it, like why the universe itself has this type of thing where you can do it, but you can. And a lot of people, they say, oh, people have free will and stuff like that. Listen, all I can say is this works. However you feel about the world and everything outside of you, that's how stuff plays out. Now let's get right into it. I don't want to keep you waiting. First things first, I want you to start changing the story of that person in your mind. I want you to start seeing this person as somebody who can't stop thinking about you. They think about you all day, every day. They're obsessed with you. They're constantly wanting to call you and text you. They're constantly wondering what you're doing. They cannot believe how much they are thinking about you. They feel like they need to have you be a part of their life. A storyline like that, and I want you to start kind of telling yourself this throughout the day, you know? Whenever you think of them, you don't go back to the old story. That's wavering. We'll get into that in another video. Or maybe this video, I'm not sure. Wavering's basically like you're going back and forth. Like you're going back and forth between storylines. Like, oh, they don't want to text you, they don't want to call me. And then right afterward, you're like, yeah, they do want to text me, they do want to call me. And then you're wondering why it's not happening. But it's because you're going back and forth and you're like, they're not texting me, they're not calling me, they are calling me, they're obsessed with me. You need to tell your reality one story. The more you repeat the new story, the more you'll notice the old one is not playing out anymore. The more you'll notice that that's the dominant story you're telling. That's what I'm trying to say here. That's what we want to get to. So yeah, keep telling yourself this story until it feels natural. Just keep telling it in general because that's the story you want, and stop watering the old story. Eventually you'll realize your mind is starting to believe it and your neural pathways will have changed. I will talk about neural pathways in a future video. Subscribe for that type of stuff and follow, by the way. And just to join the fam. Anyways, yeah, you'll do that. And there's something else I want you to do. I want you to create an affirmation. Affirmations are so powerful. You're going to want to create an affirmation like, again, I already made a video on this and it's kind of like, I'm going to post it. I don't know if I already have or not. This is a longer version of that video. I like to post one short version and one long version of videos. But anyways, let's say my person's name is John. I'm going to say John is so obsessed with me. That would be my affirmation. You can make the affirmation that feels best for you. But since we're talking about how somebody is obsessed with us now, I'm going to say John is obsessed with me. John can't stop thinking about me. I'm going to repeat John is obsessed with me as much as I can throughout the day and keep telling myself the story that we spoke of earlier where he's obsessed with you, can't stop thinking about you. But I'm going to dominantly be saying John is obsessed with me. Because the more you say that, the more you're forming, it's scientific, a neural pathway in your brain that believes that John is obsessed with you. And what you believe, your beliefs are creating your reality, your thoughts are creating your reality. And on the side, I like to have 2 affirmations specifically for me. If I have too many, like that's just overwhelming. You don't need that many. It's just going to make you feel like you don't want to continue doing this. So yeah, I'm going to say John is obsessed with me. John is obsessed with me. John is obsessed with me. I'm going to think it in my head, you know. And then I'm also going to have my second one. I was telling y'all about how John can't stop thinking about me. So those would be my 2 affirmations. Anyways, yeah. And during all of this is the third technique, okay? I'm going to be visualizing. I like to visualize while I'm affirming. You can do this if you want to do it or you don't have to do it. But for me, this works best for me, visualizing, telling myself a new story, and affirming. I'm not going to force it all the time because, like, you want to just affirm as much as you can throughout the day. But if you can, try to visualize and try to focus if you can. So, for example, I'm going to imagine John, like, looking at his phone, imagining that John wants to text me, like, John looking. I'm going to imagine him looking at his phone saying he wants to text me. I'm going to imagine his thumb waiting to press it. I'm going to imagine him thinking about me while John's at work, while I'm affirming John is obsessed with me. What we're trying to do is we're trying to program our subconscious to believe that this is a real thing. Your subconscious does not know the difference between real and fake. If you feed it a visualization and an affirmation, it's going to believe that's what's actually happening. So it's going to believe John is actually obsessed with you. And the more you repeat that, the more permanent it's going to be in your head. And you're going to notice that it starts showing up because it produces that into your reality. Whatever you tell your subconscious mind and whatever your subconscious mind believes, it will show up. That's what I'm trying to say. So you're going to keep doing this as much as possible, depending on how bad you want it. If you want it super fast, you want to do this as much as possible. If you don't really care how much time, then you can do it for like 3 10-minute sessions. I will give Sammy credit because she taught this pretty well, the 10-minute method. That means 10 minutes in the morning, 10 minutes in the afternoon, 10 minutes at night. You're doing some focused affirming where you're like saying, oh, you're imagining the visualizations and the affirming at the same time. But yeah, for me, the more I'm doing it, living my life, saturating my mind with it, the faster it's coming in. So if I wanted Johnny to get obsessed with me by tomorrow, I would do this all day. Or like while I'm doing something. Like let's say I'm doing the dishes or I'm out for a walk. I'm going to imagine that stuff. I'd already be thinking anyway. If I'm already going to be thinking about Johnny or John, then, I might as well be thinking in my favor regarding that situation. So I just go about my day like telling myself that story. You will start seeing your reality shift. You will start noticing that Johnny is acting a little different. You will start noticing that maybe Johnny's texting you. Anyways, you'll probably see evidence of it, especially if you're affirming that, like, Johnny's, like, texting you. I'm sure, like, you're probably going to say that at some point, like, oh, Johnny's texting me. But, yeah, Johnny's behavior will change. Johnny will be obsessed. Anyways, that's how you manifest somebody being obsessed with you. Now, if you've made it this far, thanks for staying this long. Subscribe and follow, guys. I love y'all so freaking much. And you have a beautiful day. Love you. Bye.